Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Hi,
Mike Kelly. How you
guys.
doing?
I'm good. I'm finally back.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again.
Oh, I could have got Eminem. I'm back.
Oh, that's a better one.
Yeah. But then I'd have to like sing it for you.
Oh, man, that would hurt me.
Yeah, I heard everybody.
Mark,
This is crazy
yeah.
crazy week when it comes to bonds. And the other day I was like, when I say bonds, you say rate. No one did it. I was in the studio by myself.
Well, go ahead.
When I say bonds, you say
Rate.
anyway. So bonds were all over the place this week, up, down, up, down. I've never seen them not move to when the Fed and other numbers come out exactly the way they want them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were negative most of the days that should have been positive. And then we were positive yesterday, and then we negative today. And we have no news out today.
That's crazy. Going back here.
What are you doing taking my show away from
I
me?
didn't take your show away. I had to hit the share thing, so I had it up in the queue.
No problem.
Because I wasn't really thinking.
All right. Well, I just kind of want to go through some numbers since we weren't really here all week.
Let's do it.
All right. So other central banks finally raised their Fed funds rate by a quarter, and they were at 3.5% anticipated, but that's basically they're still below what we are.
Okay.
So they haven't caught up to us. Fed, as we know, the other day decided not to do anything and hold steady. The actual meeting breakdown, I'm just going to go through real quick. So they decided to keep rates unchanged, which is a hawkish stance. And you're going to go, what's hawk mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. In general, hawks are members who tend to want a tighter money policy to temper inflation and growth, while doves tend to want looser money policy to support growth and inflation.
Got it.
Okay, so that's the difference, because we always hear that's like hearing a bull and bear market. What's the difference? A bear, it's how they fight. A bear is paws down, which means the market's going down.
Right.
A bull, it does its horns up, which means that's an up market.
Up market.
Okay.
Yeah, these old guys that thought of these things way back 100 years ago.
Well, how are you gonna relate it to anything today?
You're not.
It's the way AI does it.
Yeah.
All right. So the Fed is actually saying they're going to see 2 more rate hikes this year. Yeah. I don't know about that, but they're saying they're not even going to think about reducing until 2025, end of 2024.
Well, maybe we'll actually go into a recession.
Right. And
their definition.
Right. The core PCE inflation is projected to reach 3.9. This is what came out of their meeting.
Okay.
By the end of the year, up from previous estimates of 3.6. They expect the unemployment rate to be 4.1 by end of the year, compared to the previous estimate they were thinking of 4.5, which just really doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
GDP growth is expected to be a whole 1%. That's our GDP, right? And but it's better than their 0.4%. This is what the Fed had said in their meeting. I keep wanting to bring it up because people are showing up. The big thing is Fed aims to reduce core inflation to 2%. That's the core part. They focus really on the PCE.
Right.
That's the consumer one,
right,
which is still higher right now. In summary, the Fed has chosen to pause right now because they want to see what they've done to the economy, basically how bad they've done it.
Yeah.
Initial jobless claims came out yesterday, higher than they expected, which means that that anomaly was an anomaly last week with is there an earthquake?
It feels like.
See that?
Yeah. What's going on?
That was me hitting my computer.
Oh.
Initial job claims, like I said, remained high, which is a weaker labor market. And the continuing claims rose to 1.775 million. Get a job.
Yeah, there's plenty out there.
But I like playing my Xbox at home.
I think I heard some dork say that the president had created 18.1 million jobs.
Actually,
since he took office.
No, it's like 11 million jobs. They said
created
10 million. Yeah, 10 million of it was the ones that we lost during the pandemic that came back to work.
In their living room.
And then they basically said that since he's been in
1.1 million.
Yeah, exactly. But presidents don't do anything.
No kidding.
They don't create anything. Retail sales increased by 0.3% last month, exceeding expectations. Industrial production was weaker than expected, and then capacity utilization fell. So what are we looking at?
What's capacity utilization?
I knew you were going to ask that. It's just how we're utilizing things at our capacity. Just mess with you. Anyway, it's that's part of in the producer price index, so the part of inflation and how much they can get done in a certain capacity of what they're doing.
Gotcha.
Right, because right now the wholesale level is doing, at the factory level is doing fine. It's consumer that still is high, and that's what we need to get down. Next week there's not Monday's a holiday, I guess, which it's a federal holiday, not a state holiday.
Yeah.
Which means everything federal's closed, court, that kind of stuff. Tuesday we got housing starts and permits. Wednesday we got mortgage applications. Powell's going to have a speech, and then 20-year bond auction, which only Powell's speech will move the market. Thursday we have jobless claims and existing home sales, and that's pretty much all we have for next week. Nothing on Friday, kind of like today. Nothing was there, but the market is down about 14 basis points for the long bond.
Yeah.
For
the long bond.
Yeah. So rates are a little bit worse today, not majorly, but Barry Habib put out today, since there wasn't a lot of news, that don't tell your clients not to wait.
Right.
Do not wait, which we've been saying anyway. So thank you, Barry, for telling us what we've been saying.
Right. I saw a Grant Cardone thing today that said, quit chasing the American dream and trying to buy a house. It's a waste of your time. And I'm like,
you mean after he just closed on his 10 million house in LA?
Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Because I don't want the competition. I want more rentals.
That's correct.
I had to skim it, and then he started pushing probably some of his wares. Buy this instead. You sanctimonious piece of dirt.
Yeah, well, I don't trust anybody who does everything on a plane.
Yeah, true. Let me show some numbers statewide for the week ending of June 10th. Can you believe we're already talking about the week ending of June 10th?
Well, especially when we're June 16th.
I know, but this week hasn't really ended yet. But so it's absolutely crazy that it's already.
Can you make that bigger?
I can. Well, that's what she said, but no.
Yes, you can. Go over to the little. There's a way to do it. Anyway, keep going. 514 closed sales a day. Let's see.
541 closed sales per day as of that week. 185 pending sales per day for that.
Ooh, we could get to 197,000.
Wow, we're kind of.
If we have 365.
Yeah.
But we're not making up for the past.
We knew there would be an uptick on some stuff.
Right. But we went 120 more a day.
Right.
In the state of California.
And so we're down on the listings per day. Considerably, 74 listings per day. And I think the last few months we were in the hundreds, like 120. So 21.4% of the realtors in the state closed the sale, down 1.8%.
20 what?
21.4%.
Oh, 21. I thought you said 20.4. I was like, yeah. Where'd you get those numbers?
I just made them up. Yeah. Even though I'm looking at numbers, I just want to say different numbers just to make sure people are confused. 19% entered escrow and 18.9% listed a property. That's up 0.6%. 250 some odd thousand realtors. I'm glad that 18.9% of them are working.
Yeah, it just means they have one listing, right?
Mm-hmm. That's all it means. It's all it really means. So those are the numbers. Those are the facts. Still, what's the story that keeps repeating? No inventory, right?
Yep, that's the story.
Morning glory.
That's the story of
So gone most of the week. Felt kind of nice to be able to relax a little bit and not have self-service. But then you get back and, oh, man, you got to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah. Get caught up.
Luckily, I had people covering stuff for me when I was gone, so nobody suffered.
Well, you're not a doctor.
No, I'm not. I wasn't performing any life-altering surgeries.
Yeah, then, oh my goodness, this just happened. Okay, that can wait a day.
Yeah. Oh, I take care of it when I get back.
Well, I mean, the only issue is when people want to write an offer, right? And new clients, it's just hard when you're on vacation, even if you have other people take care of them. It's not the same.
Yep. Yeah. It is not the same.
That's why I never go on vacation.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hey, just because I went on that one that I didn't plan, all right?
Yeah.
Because I go on them doesn't mean I turn off everything.
That's true.
Unless I was forced to because I didn't know there was no cell coverage.
Exactly.
Or internet.
Yep.
Yeah, because you were like, I got one bar.
You know,
Well, we ain't doing the show with
almost
one bar.
almost a bar. Well, and the funny thing is drive up to section I if you need cell service. So I rode on up to section I. I got one bar.
Yeah, I said on the show that you had said you had one bar and it was really bad for you to have to go to the same bar all the time.
And I'm sure people
I said, but it's kind of like Pete Wexford.
Yeah, Pete Wexford's. He's there all the time.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on this weekend? Last weekend was the graffiti.
There's nothing going on that I know about this weekend besides 95 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday.
Yeah, and we're replaying on Real Estate Jerky. We got Dirksy this weekend.
Yeah, the sheriff.
Yeah.
Because our producer was out, so we couldn't do
record our show. Well, I wouldn't have been able to anyway.
Yeah.
So
I would have been there all by myself.
I'm lonely.
Yeah. So week after next, I'm doing radio from 5 to 6.
You doing
at the 26th on?
You covering Mike Douglas show?
No, Trevor Carey.
Oh, he gets a vacation too?
I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. So you're gonna be on every night?
Every night from 5 to 6.
Oh, you're gonna be grumpy.
No, I'll be fine. It's not that bad. But it's the other show that's 2 hours. It's a lot of work. 1 hour is not a big deal.
Yeah. 2 hours is like, what the hell are we going to talk about now?
An hour is only 40, of that you have like 41 minutes of talk.
Yeah. And the rest commercial.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy. You just got to get some reactions and people will call in. And then you're like,
oh,
what?
It's Father's Day this weekend.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's Sunday, right?
I guess so.
Well, if you got a father, reach out and touch him.
Mine's been gone for a long time.
Yeah. Mine's only been gone 2 months, but
I'm sorry about that.
I'll talk to him. I kind of miss our chats. Well, I don't really miss our chats. I just miss him talking back. We still talk, but I don't hear anything back. Yeah. So,
and again, we're still having issues with Comcast here at the office. If anybody got any great ideas, let me know.
Yeah. Is there another provider out there that's faster?
Supposedly somebody brought, brought whatever that's called, I can't even think of it. That's how tired I am today.
Internet provider?
The type of Ethernet, not Ethernet, but they bring it to the. Anyway, we'll move on.
Is that the radio?
No, I think it's AT&T brought I can't think of it right now.
Oh, it's the
whatever it is. Move on.
The glass cables.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I tell you, when moving, half of 5 yards of dirt in the evening gets tiring.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Come by and get my wheelbarrow today. My two-wheel wheelbarrow. You'll love it.
No,
fiber. Thank you, Robert. Fiber optics.
Would take a youngster.
We're both brain dead.
It's one of those things you have that's like.
I think I'd like to recoin it to glass cables.
Yeah, I like the glass cable better. That's like Wednesday. I stopped on the way home. I stopped by G and David's, and they were just going by hi, and the next thing we know, they're like, come on over. You want a glass of wine? I was there. We went through so many bottles. So Thursday morning, I woke up, had to go to Rotary.
Yeah.
And how was that? I slept 8 hours, but I felt like I only slept 2.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm getting too old for this.
Would you like a glass of wine? Okay. Hey, how about a bottle? How about another bottle of wine?
How about like 4 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, and then last night was concert in the park, but I'm like, Marcia had some stuff happen and, doing her teeth and everything. I'm like, I'll move the dirt and we'll stay home.
There you go. They're going to have 4 more, right?
Well,
or 5 more. Last week was the start.
Isn't it 6 weeks of it?
It's 6 weeks. So last week was the start, right?
And, yeah, I think so.
So they got 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 4 more?
Yeah, it goes by like that.
Yeah. When's the last one then?
Huh?
When is the last one?
The 4th one from here.
The one after the 4th of July?
Exactly.
Yeah.
4th of July is always fun if the 4th, especially if the 4th falls on the Thursday.
It's a Tuesday this year.
Yeah. So, all right. I think we're done talking.
I am too. Yeah, because you keep drinking and we keep talking.
Yeah. All right.
Make
Make it a great weekend. Reach out and say hi to your dad if you can. And if you can't, say hi anyway. I'm sure he'll love it.
Or the person who took care of you as your dad.
That's true.
Yeah,
do
whoever
that
is.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Make it a great day.
Make it a great weekend.
Yes.